Hello friends, in this video we are going to learn CSS padding. So let's talk something about CSS padding. An element's padding area is the space between its content and its border. Padding creates extra space within an element. In contrast, margin creates extra space around an element. So friends, as you know, I have taught you about CSS margin. In the CSS margin, we create some extra space outside of any content, but in the padding, we use it when we have to create some space between its content and its border. So in this video, I am going to show you that how we use CSS padding. So there are 4 types of mainly CSS padding when you use in website designing, etc. So first is padding bottom, padding top, padding left, and padding right. And in this video, I'll teach you 2 more things, that shorthand padding and custom padding. So let's start. So friends, this is our code editor and this is blank. So I'll write here my HTML startup content, CSS padding. In the body, I'll create a div, and in the div, I'll write some dummy content. On the div, I will give a class name test. So when I will save it and open it in the browser, as you can see, that is that paragraph. And to show you better, I will create a width so that you could see it better. So I'll use internal CSS here. So in the head, I will write style tag so that I could use CSS here, and then .test test. Now I will use here CSS. So first of all, I will set the width of it, width 500 pixels. Save and refresh. Now I will show you that how we use padding here. So I'll give here border. I'm giving border so that you could see the effect here. 4 pixels, solid red. Save and refresh. Now when I will give the padding property here, then it will give some space between this border. It means this is a content with this border, and when I will give padding, then it will give some space between this content. So this is called padding. Now padding top 40 pixels. Save, refresh. As you can see, content's width and height is same. It has not given us the space from top. Padding right 30 pixels. Save, refresh. It is giving us 30 pixels from right. Padding bottom 80 pixels. Save, refresh. 80 pixels. And padding left 60 pixels. Save and refresh. So as you can see, we have given the padding here, so you understood that how we use the padding. But there is also an extra thing that we can use in one line, that is called shorthand technique to give the padding. So do that. I'll write here in one line and it will affect to the content. As you can see, there is no padding between it because I have removed here, and I will write it in one line. So padding 40 pixels, 10 pixels, 90 pixels and 150 pixels. To do that, 40 pixels is from top, 10 pixels from right, 90 pixels from bottom and 150 pixels from left. So it will work like a clockwise: top, right, bottom and left. So Control S save and refresh here. As you can see, 150 pixels it is given from left. One more technique when you use the padding: if you will write here, save and refresh, there is no padding. But if I write here 50 pixels and save, then you can see that all side is from this content is 50 pixels of padding here. So this is also a property when you use in one word. If you want to give the same size of padding from four sides, then you could write here like this: only 50 pixel I have written, and you can see here from the four way you can see here the padding. So this is also a technique. But if I write here 50 pixels and 100 pixels, then Control S save and refresh. It means 50 pixels is from top and 100 pixels from bottom. So 50 pixels from top and bottom, and 100 pixels from left and right. So these are the techniques where you can put the padding in your website and in your content. So friends, this is very important part of any website designing, and it's also very simple. So friends, do some practice and learn it better. So friends, if you like this video, consider subscribe it, and if you want to ask me any question, then you can comment me
below this video and I will surely give you answer. So thanks for watching.